everyone, and welcome back to this channel. This is Khadija, and today we have a very special guest, Harry Buckingham. Hello, Harry, and welcome to our channel.
Hi.
Really welcome. So, at the first, he is a trader, a successful trader that has his founded account and got his first payouts. And today, we are in this interview. We are gonna talk with him and know how he has the funded account, how he get his payout, and how was the trading journey of him. So let's start with the first question. Hey Harry, introduce yourself. Who are you and where you're from?
I am 17. I'm from the UK, and basically how I got into trading um, was through a friend. I guess it goes all the way back to 2022 when I traded crypto, and then 2024 I was trading forex, and then 2025 now I became successful with futures. So yeah, now I trade futures, but got into it from a friend. That's how I got started.
That was very great. So you get into trading like this, and how did you pass your trading accounts, your funded accounts?
Um, so there's three main things you need, right? You need strategy, you need psychology, and you need risk management. So number one, strategy. Everyone needs to find a strategy. For me, I learn off of the TJR bootcamp, and I also um, had a mentor who I just found like really randomly, really luckily found a mentor. But my strategy is literally just composed of liquidity sweeps, SMTs, fair value gaps, inverse fair value gaps, breaker structure. But I trade those basics, which I know a lot of other people know of or trade themselves. But over time, I've just gotten better at trading those basics. And then psychology. People have psychology issues, whether it's greed, whether it's scarce, like they're scared to enter trades, they're overconfident, underconfident, or fear of losing money. They don't feel like they know their strategy well enough. There's loads of different things you can feel. Um, so that's another thing I had to get under control in order to pass an account, was to learn how to like manage my emotions, which ultimately these things just take time. And then risk management. So just making sure you're risking the same amount per trade. You're not risking too little, but you're not risking too much, and you're risking a nice consistent amount every single trade. And ultimately those things, it just takes time and consistency. And throughout the last year I was trading, I just knew it was all going to click eventually. But if you guys feel like you're kind of stuck with not being able to pass a count, as long as you're executing the right stuff every day, it will compound. And just give it time and consistency. You need more of that in the market, in my opinion.
You, how much did it get time? Did you master your strategy, master your mindset? Did you become profitable?
Okay, so first off, I wouldn't say I've mastered it. Like, there's still a lot of room for improvement. Like, especially, I had a really good 6 weeks, the last 6 weeks up until this week, and it hasn't been an awful week. Like, I still made profit, but it was only a little bit of profit this week compared to all the other really good weeks I have. So it feels like a setback. I guess it isn't. But my point is, I haven't mastered it. But one really big leap I had was at the end of June, I would say. Middle of June. I would say middle of June. So I started really trading in August 2024. So almost a year ago now. It was like the end of August. And I would say it took me till April to pass my first account. So I blew 3 accounts before I ended up passing my first account. And then after April, it took me from June. So what's that? 9 or 10 months. It took me 9 or 10 months to really like have. It was kind of like a realization. It was like a light bulb moment, which was like, now it's clicked, and now it's like really working for me. So 9 or 10 months.
So, can you tell us about your payouts now? Did you, after this journey, you get successful after this amount of time? And can you tell us about your first payouts?
Yeah, so my first payout was of $1,000. I don't know. There's probably no proof here, but if you want to like the proof, if you don't believe me, it's on my YouTube. But getting the first payout, so I had an account and I ended up not blowing it, but getting it to really low drawdown. And I was like, right, I give up with this account. I'll do another account, and it was my second account. This is why I like never give up after first attempts, because if I just gave up after blowing, not blowing, but basically blowing my first account, I never would have started the second one. And luckily for me, it only took my second funded that I passed until I got my first payout. But I mean, I got, I passed my first account in April, and then I got my first payout by June. Um,
That's
And
more
again, it's just a matter of time. Like it's like when you get on a funded account, it's like a different level of psychology compared to an evaluation. I always use the what's the word? Correlate it with the gym, as in like if you can only bench 60 kilograms on Monday, and then you go in on Tuesday and try to bench press 100 kilograms, you are not going to be able to bench the 100 kilograms because you are just not used to that. And although it's different in trading, it's really the same. Like if you're used to trading with an evaluation, which is not real capital, like you're not making any money when you're trading evaluations, and then all of a sudden, you pass your evaluation, and the next day you're on a funded account, that is literally like trying to increase the weight by a significant amount, which you cannot do. Which is also why I tell people to take their time and not try go for humongous sized accounts. So ultimately, getting my first power, it's just about more time in the market and just getting adjust to risk.
Yeah, that was great. Thanks, Harry. And also, guys, the Harry really document all of his step of the journey on the YouTube. And also, I will put his YouTube channel link on the description. Go and subscribe his channel, and he's really have a real journey that can help you. Also, he is now they start on a journey of the profitable trader. So, can you tell us about your YouTube? Your YouTube channel is really great. You make up to 1,006 videos and over the 1,000 subscribers. Can you tell us when did you start your trading? When did you start your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so I started my YouTube channel in September, so literally a month after I started trading. I do wish I started it when I started trading, but I did start it pretty soon. Um, and then I mean, it started off like if anyone wants a reason to start themselves, for me, you can go back on my oldest videos and they're really bad videos, like they're really poor quality videos, but it doesn't matter at first. For me, the motivation was I had my like word journal where I would journal stuff like I would take screenshots of my trades and all the time frames and I would annotate parts of the chart and then I would write how I was feeling and what I did right and what I did wrong and the confluences. But for me, the start of the YouTube was just like it was kind of just more journaling
Yeah,
instead of having it like a typed documented journal. It was like a verbal journal which I could watch through a video, and I sometimes do. I go back on my own videos and I go kind of just for fun, and I'll just watch them and be like, oh yeah, this is like it was getting stuff stuck in my head more and more, like repeating the same stuff to myself. So that was the initial motivation and why I just kept making these like 5 minute videos with my like crappy laptop camera, and eventually it became a thing like I was making friends off it. I was making other friends who traded because the guy who got me originally into trading stopped trading. And then it was like a thing of, okay, now I'm making friends off of this YouTube, so let's keep growing it so I can make more friends to talk about trading with and help other people. And it also became a thing like whenever I would mess up, I would talk about it. And there'd be people supporting me, which is nice, but there'd also be people like give me shit. And like whenever I would make a mistake, it would be like they would start acting like they were the expert and they were like telling me how to trade and what I did wrong, even though they themselves were not good traders either. And that would motivate me as well, getting like, I guess, the hate comments as well as the support comments. So that was further motivation to just keep doing the documentations of my trading while I'm in school. Most of it's me in school.
That's beautiful that you started your journey from zero. And also, no, Harry, that people that put the hate comments, also here is the people that really love your journey. They really inspire from your journey.
Exactly.
Yeah. And at the last, before the advice, can you tell us about your lifestyle? I really like that you go gym. Can you show us your? Yeah, all the traders go to the gym. Yeah, that's
For sure.
lifestyle. Yeah. So the at the end, what is the one advice that you tell the unprofitable traders like us?
Some advice for the unprofitable traders is take your time, literally take your time, and like I always, any video you watch of me, I'll use a reference from the gym to describe training. It's like if you see if you see a professional bodybuilder, right, huge muscles, they didn't just do that from stepping in the gym for 1 week or 1 month and they just exploded, right? They've literally spent years and years and like reps on reps on reps on like thousands of reps, thousands of sets over like long periods of time. You know, it would be stupid to think they built that muscle over a quick period of time. But it's the exact same with trading. Like, there's so many little things. Like, I have people who I talk to who are better than me at trading. And why are they better? Because they've had more time in the market. They've had more minutes back testing. They've had more minutes in the live market. They've had more. They've seen more candles form. They've blown more accounts. They've passed more accounts. You know, they've done more everything. The volume of everything they've done and the consistency of everything they've done, the people who are ahead of me, is far above the volume and consistency of what I've done. And the people below me, surprise, surprise, they're the people who have less volume. They've done less consistent effort in the market. So ultimately, it's just about time and consistency. Just like, you know, if you're looking at someone who has a lot of muscle, they just time and consistency. So I'll just say to people, literally, do not rush it. Don't. That's not an excuse to like half-ass it and not really try. But just don't expect it's gonna happen quick. Have your expectations broad, um, and work hard on it. You know, people think this shit's easy. Like the people I have spoken to who have done well, they've also, you know, put a lot of effort in, and a lot of people think they can tiptoe their way around putting in the hours. You know, a lot of people think they don't have to put in the hours back testing. A lot of people don't think they have to turn up every single day and actually try. Um, so yeah, put in the effort. Have a broad, you know, be ready to spend a lot of time doing it, and yeah, just consistently good effort. I guess that'll be it.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Harry, for joining this interview. I really enjoyed, and also it was so valuable for me and also for the unprofitable traders and other traders that they started and they're in the middle of journey. Thank you very much, Harry.
No problem. Thank you for having me on.